Live, local, late breaking. This is Newswatch 12 this morning.
Good morning. The time is 6 o'clock on September 5th. Happy Friday. Welcome to Newswatch 12 this morning. I'm Carlos Murrieta. We first want to turn over to Storm Tracker 12 Chief Meteorologist Matt Hoffman for a look at your Friday.
Well, we got another hot day to end the week, and some haze and smoke will definitely be a concern today for parts of the region due to numerous fires burning in and around the region. But there is some good news as we head towards next week, tracking a big change in our weather. Later today, there will be a few isolated spotty thunderstorms that pop up mainly along and east of the Cascades. In the Rogue Valley, more than likely, we're going to stay dry. Definitely some haze, pretty quiet this morning at the bus stop. Mild temperatures this afternoon. It's going to be hot. Temperatures climbing well up into the 90s. There is a red flag warning in place along and east of the Cascades, 1 p.m. to 9 p.m. today because of the concern that these thunderstorms will produce abundant lightning and we could see some more lightning caused fires. The storm's also going to be capable of some gusty winds and small hail. We are tracking some storm potential into this weekend. We'll take a closer look at your weekend forecast and details on those big changes for next week coming up in just a bit. Carlos?
Thank you, Matt. With thunderstorms moving across the region on Wednesday, firefighters have responded to at least 16 confirmed fire starts. Now, most of these fire starts have been stopped, but one remote fire has grown to roughly 80 acres. ODF Southwest says the Kelsey Peak fire is a priority but has no easy road access. The Oregon Department of Forestry shared with us that more than 120 firefighters and multiple aircrafts are working to hold the line. And continuing our coverage of the Blue Fire, firefighters are engaging in active structure protection for both Syad Valley and the Walker area. The Klamath National Forest says the fire is growing into Salt Creek, No Name Creek, and other areas with dead and downed vegetation. Crews say they expect weather conditions to improve today and throughout the weekend. And containment is increasing on the Dillon fire as the fire grows to more than 9,700 acres. Firefighters are holding the fire on the eastern line, protecting residences and structures. Crews are working to minimize fuels and increase the depth of fire lines, and there has been no change to evacuations for either the Blue or Dillon fires. And with multiple fires burning in our region, you can find the latest details on acreage, containment, closures, and evacuations all on KDRV.com and on the Newswatch 12 app. You can download on our app on any device and sign up for push alerts to be notified of breaking news. And Oregon is pushing for more federal help after devastating March storms left hundreds without safe housing in Josephine and Curry County. Newswatch 12 Danny Stefanovich has the latest on the local family's long road to rebuilding their home.
Governor Kotek is requesting President Donald Trump to reconsider the denial of individual assistance and hazard mitigation funding. The storm brought historic flooding and landslides, damaging 529 homes. One of those homes belongs to the Polder family in Grants Pass. After their insurance claim was denied, they fought for months just to move back in. The family of 5 is still without toilets or sinks downstairs. Here's the family's grandmother on how construction is coming along.
I got a call from Mackenzie, and she was on cloud 9. She goes, "The plumbers are coming tomorrow. The contractor's coming. He's putting doors in. He's going to be replacing things." That was probably the first time I heard her actually get excited, feel like we're making progress.
While the Ponder family is finally seeing progress, that comes after months of doing construction work themselves. State officials say this is why federal support is critical. Kotek says the funding would restore safe housing and build resilience against future disasters.
And continuing coverage, Grants Pass City Council is moving forward with a revised version of their homeless grant proposal, and this comes after the geodomestic organization withdrew from the grant due to misunderstanding about established partnerships. In Wednesday's meeting, the City Council approved adding more requirements to the application, as well as make the review process public. Now, this will also extend the timeline for applicants to both apply and be possibly approved.
Having a new process rather than trying to make massive changes to the old one is the fair way to make sure that the city is getting the applications that it wants to see.
The amended homeless grant proposal will be brought to next City Council meeting in 2 weeks. And we're learning new details about the boat that capsized Sunday evening off the coast of Gold Beach. The Curry County Sheriff's Office says they continue the search effort after the U.S. Coast Guard suspended their search. On Wednesday morning, the Sheriff's Office was able to return the capsized vessel to the port of Brookings, allowing the diver to locate one of the missing men on the boat, and there was no sign of the last missing person. A closer look at this story and the search effort can be found on our website at kdrv.com. And we're also learning new details on the man arrested in connection to 2 drive-by shootings. Joel Caswell has now been indicted by a grand jury. Caswell was indicted on charges including unlawful use of a weapon, criminal mischief, and reckless endangering, but investigators and the DA say the case doesn't prove intent to injure any occupants in the house. Charges of attempted murder were dropped, but Caswell remains in the Jackson County Jail. No further details are being released at this time. And Siskiyou County search and rescue crews teamed up with CHP air operations this week to rescue an injured backpacker in the Marble Mountain Wilderness. Now, the call came in Tuesday morning after a hiker fell near Lower Right Lake and tore a quad muscle, leaving him unable to move. Now, this is file footage from another rescue Siskiyou County search and rescue quickly assembled at the Right Lakes trailhead. While CHP Air Ops flew in to attempt to hoist, instead, the helicopter was able to land at the lake, splint the man's leg, and carry him directly to a hospital for treatment. And the Jackson County Sheriff's Office is asking for the public's help in locating a missing woman who hasn't been seen in a year. Now, both detectives and search and rescue are continuing to search for 69-year-old Dina Paget, who was last seen camping in the Prospect area on September 4th of last year. She was reported missing 4 days later. Anyone who sees Dina or knows her whereabouts is asked to call the number on your screen. The Sheriff's Office says they searched the area extensively. And the Lomacotski Restoration Project is wrapping up work in Josephine County, part of a major effort to improve forest health and reduce wildfire risk. As part of the Upper Breaks Restoration Project on the Rogue River Siskiyou National Forest, crews have been thinning overly dense stands of trees, and the ecological forestry approach protects larger firs, pines, and hardwoods while restoring healthier, more resilient conditions. About 173 of the 194 acres are complete, with the rest scheduled to be finished by the end of October. And every first Thursday of the month, the Foodery hosts a fundraiser for a local organization, and this month's selection is First Phoenix Community Center. Newswatch 12's Oscar Rodriguez has more about the fundraiser.
The First Phoenix Community Center provides free food, clothes, and cooks about 150 meals for their monthly community dinner. Anyone in the community is able to stop by the community center and receive all the resources and supplies they offer. The center staff is a majority of volunteers and are always looking for more to help out with the center. Carolina Marshall, the outreach coordinator for First Phoenix Community Center, knew about Fooderies hosting fundraisers once a month and thought this was a great opportunity for the center.
I've had several people giving to me to help with this fundraiser, so it's buoyant because there's people to help. There's always somebody else to help.
From the money they'll be receiving from the fundraiser, First Phoenix Community Center says the money will head towards mostly the food pantry.
Carolina told me the center serves about 1,000 people a month in giving back, whether it's food or clothes. One of Foodery's co-developers, Eric Herron, says the fundraisers are a way to spread the word out about the great organizations that are out there in the city.
A huge community. They give a lot to us. We give back a lot. And if we could help spread the word, that's what we're here for.
This fundraiser takes place just a few days away from the 5th year anniversary of the Almeda fire. Caroline was holding sunflowers, she told me, and her and many other members of the community will flower the main street of Phoenix.
Need a sunflower? Take a sunflower. It's to help you remember that even with the devastation and the terror that we felt, that the flowers come up and we will have hope again.
Governor Tina Kotek is declaring September as Attendance Awareness Month to improve student participation in schools. Students who regularly attend school in September are more likely to stay in school throughout the year. Kotek says schools, families, and educators should target the root issues of lower attendance rates, including transportation and housing challenges. A variety of attendance-focused resources are available through the Oregon Department of Education. And families came together yesterday morning at Redwood Park in Grants Pass for a community playgroup focus on fun and early child development. Siskiyou Community Health puts on a playgroup events twice a month and is open to everyone in the community. Parents and children under 5 enjoyed sensory activities, coloring, all designed to boost early learning and social skills.
The social emotional development is really key. If they're playing at home is great, but getting them involved with other kiddos really helps them develop that part of their brains.
Organizers say the goal is to prepare kids for school while helping parents build connections. The program plans to continue these playgroups in Grants Pass, Medford, and Cave Junction through the fall and move indoors once the weather cools down. For more information on specific dates and locations, you can visit the Siskiyou Community Health Center's website.